Sure. All right. I thought today went well. I thought there was some things that we'll obviously be able to look back at on film and have some teaching moments on. But overall, we got out of the game healthy, and we still got 1 day of spring practice left, so it's not the end. But we certainly, I think we've gotten some things accomplished. Again, as you noticed today, you're going to have to get used to a lot of new names and new faces, which is okay. But they've really been focused, and they've really tried to become better as individuals, which in turn will make our team better. So I think we're close to being in the direction that we felt like we needed to be coming here, winding the spring ball down. Today we didn't, we won't know what we saw until we look at the film exactly. But there'll be some encouraging things as well as some things that we know that we're going to have to get much better at. So, but we're pleased overall so far after day 14, and we'll go back to work Monday and finish this thing up strong.
Questions?
How would you compare this scrimmage to the first two big ones, Gene?
The first two of the spring one.
Right.
A little different. There's a lot of base stuff. Where there weren't so much situational pressures. Certain things offensively that we might do in some different situations that we didn't do today. So, again, today was kind of a base offense, base defense day, and let's get some guys out there and let them run around and hit and try to tackle well and block well. And it was more of a generic scrimmage. So it's a little bit different for me to be able to answer that. But overall, like I said, it was pretty good.
Let's talk about Anthony Morgan. We're pretty quick out there.
Philip, we moved him there with the intent that he could help our football team, and he's going to have to. And he got beat up some there at spring practice, as a lot of the guys did. But I thought today he did some nice things. He could help us at that spot. He'll get in film and study the game and study the offense. And he's struggling a little bit with that right now. He's talented. He's got some talent, and again, he can help us. But he's going to have to do a lot of the summer on his own to get ready to help us.
Gene, what are the strengths and weaknesses of Derek Trotter?
I think that they're very similar right now in nature. I think probably the thing that stands out the most after just going back 14 days is the inconsistency from both of them. That's what we're trying to get from our quarterback position right now. We're trying to, obviously we're trying to find somebody that can manage the game and manage the team and protect the football and things of that nature. They both do that fairly well. There's some open balls that we had today that we missed. And, we've just got to be more consistent at that position. But they both have a very good feel for the offense. They understand it. They have a good feel for it. Don't think that's the issue. Obviously, the more they're in there, live, fast reps, the more it'll help. But overall, consistency is going to be what we're going to be looking for moving forward.
Do you see that battle carrying over into August?
I do.
Is that a disappointment that it wasn't able to be resolved, or that no one stood out in the
I'm
spring?
not disappointed with anybody on the team. Everything's a work in progress. And when we're ready to name starters at every position, we will, and not any time before that.
Gene, because you got a lot of new faces, how important was pretty much every practice this spring to get these guys?
That was huge. As I said at the beginning of spring practice, we don't have a lot of game experience, so our game experience is coming in practice. I mean, that's, unfortunately, before our first game, that's where we're going to get our experience. So I think a lot of people, a lot of the players got that experience that we needed, and so these practices are absolutely invaluable. And then what they do in the summer on their own is going to be invaluable too, in terms of film study and what they do in the weight room and things of that nature. But these 14 days were huge for us, and really I'm proud of the way they responded.
I know a lot of people for spring games, it's just another practice in front of a lot of people. But how important for maybe some of these young guys who never came out of that tunnel before on
Oh, it was big. I mean, it's big. I mean, for the guys that have been doing it a while, it's kind of another practice with a few more people in the stands. But for the guys that haven't, it becomes, it's a big deal. So you know, again, the young guys that, you know, again, you're getting used to their faces and names. A day like today was kind of their first real indoctrination into what it's like on game day, and it was good for them.
Coach, 95 points scored, only 1 touchdown. For the fans who haven't been able to see, you know, practice every day or whatever, what do you think they should take away from this? Or a little confusion or intrigue or what?
That they really need to study our scoring system. I'm not sure about it either, but don't read. Here's what you need to take away from it. Don't read too deeply into the score.
Cody Parkey, I saw he was on the sideline, did kick. Is anything real serious?
No, nothing real serious. I'd like to say that our kickers, it hasn't been a real physical sprain for them, but obviously I guess it has. But yeah, he's going to be fine. He's just he's got beat up. Like our defensive tackles, he's beat up.
Yeah, what will Monday's practice be? Would it be just kind of?
It's going to be kind of a recap, Philip, of the things we need to clean up that we saw today. It will be a polish up of the things that they're really going to need to concentrate on in the summer. And so we're going to be able to go out and really, you know, give to them on the field the things that we feel like drill-wise and things of that nature that they need to work on their own. So we'll clean some things up from today, and we'll give them some, you know, some ideas of what they need to, you know, carry on in the spring in terms of them working on different techniques or, you know, things of that nature. But it'll be a, you know, it'll be another good 2-hour learning experience for them, and we can't get enough of them.
Coach, how concerned are you that there was only 1 offensive touchdown? Are you concerned at all?
Like I said, you can't read into any of that. No, I'm not.
Anything else?
Luxembourg and playing outside looked like that's going to be a pretty good move to the offense.
Philip's one of those guys, Mark, that you can move. You know, you can play a lot of different things. You know, and you can play an H-back, you can play a tight end, you can move him out, you can move him in. We can put him in some different places. As we know, he's a great athlete. He's got tremendous hands. He's been very productive for us over 2 years. And he'll continue to get better. So Gus does a great job of moving guys around and you know, putting guys in spots they need to be at to be productive in the offense. So we'll continue to move him around and put him wherever we need to put him. But we feel strongly that wherever we do put him, he can produce.
All right, Coach. Thank you.